welcome to another episode of the NeverImage Radio Podcast. I'm Dinardo.
I'm Pat Bruno.
All right, so today, this is probably the first time since we've been doing this show where I don't know what the hell we're going to talk about.
Oh, well, we talked yesterday a little bit. We wanted to mention something about
you had something on your mind you wanted to bring up.
Some underrated bands.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I guess in the sense of like underrated meaning
Maybe bands that should have been more popular than they were.
Yeah, and popularity is a funny term. So I think the word I would rather use is recognition for like musical talent, or recognition for songs, or recognition for the shows, or the consistency on the albums, all that stuff. So I have two bands, one today and one of yesteryear. Really? Not too long ago, but long enough, The band of today that I think is underrated, and I think, and it's not in a musical sense, in a sense that nobody knows much about them.
Okay.
And they kind of dismiss them on first glance, is Band-Maid.
Wow.
Now, anybody who watches them musically thinks one of two things. This is the greatest band I've ever seen, or there's a catch. Something's weird, because it's almost too good to be true.
Right.
And I personally think that they are all like virtuoso talent.
Oh, of course.
And I think each one of them brings something to the table skill set wise.
How long have they been together?
2015, 2016.
All right. Well, I can see where you're going with it. They haven't been around that long to really build anything. Maybe still they will get their due. So, they still got a lot of time to go. I mean, they're all young, I guess, but that's a good one. When
you watch them, every single one of their songs is different.
Right.
Every single one of those songs are original yet familiar. You know what I mean by that?
Right.
There's something very original about the way they write songs, the way they play, where they pick their virtuoso spots in the songs, inside the riffs.
First time I saw them, I had to text you. That's me, I don't do that.
Right.
That was something that I saw and I got it right off the bat. I was like, wow, I had to pass it on to you. And believe it or not, I didn't think you were going to like it.
Did you think I wasn't going to like it because it was too like poppy looking, the maid costumes, that type of thing?
Probably.
Each member of that band is amazing, has their own identity, and it's a throwback to like super groups from the 70s to me. Like, how many bands that have come out in the past, like, 20, 30 years, do you even care who all the band members are?
Right.
What their names are?
Right.
They have that in that band.
Right.
The bass player, Misa, is amazing.
All of them are, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, the drummer is insane.
Yeah.
I mean, these are, all of them.
They're great players.
I don't know what to say. I mean, I'm embarrassed to even play guitar after watching
it. Yeah, and they make it look so easy, so effortless, and they're having a good time doing it.
People should check them out. That's a band that should be pushed, and people should at least look at it. Just check it out.
So I'm trying to think, why haven't they taken off? Is it because of not having songs in English?
That could be one.
Is it because of the costumes?
I like the costumes.
Because it's the music that matters. In other words, what I'm saying is, if they didn't have the great songs, and they didn't have the talent, and they didn't have the ability to be a band,
right?
Who cares about what they're wearing? I don't know. It's irrelevant.
I don't know how they're being pushed, but I mean, if you look at some of their videos, there is million views on some of those videos. So people have checked them out.
Right.
I don't know if that translates to actually, record sales or whatever, popularity, or what I'm saying. But if you look at some of their stuff, there is some videos that are, people have checked them out. So maybe they need a little bit more time to really break out.
And I guess another thing too, which is great about them, forget the mainstream. Like, as you develop fans, the fans get into what you're doing. And I think that's what's going on with Band-Maid now. The hardcore fans, they're real fans, are into them for the right reasons.
A good friend of mine is a Green Day fan, and he knew him early on. So when they kind of exploded on was that Doogie album, whatever, a lot of people didn't like it because they became mainstream. They kind of act like them when they were, nobody knew who they were.
I'm hit or miss on that because bands could change.
Sure.
When that happens.
But when you get a taste of it, you got to go full.
But a lot of great bands, that's not going to hurt a great band.
Right.
That they're just going to be, hey, great, more fans.
Right.
We get to be ourselves. Sure. But, you don't know who's buying your contract, who's making you change, who's making you say this, try this, do that, and then the thing changes. So I just think that, talent-wise, they're the most talented band I've heard in a long time. And the more I listen to them, the more I'm like, these girls are going to be all-time greats. And, they already got a few albums deep, and every single one, I haven't heard a shit song by them yet.
Right.
And I can't say that about like my favorite band, Dinosaur Jr. Right. I can't say that about a lot of bands, and they're all different. The attitudes are different in the songs. So I think, I don't want to say that they're underrated because I think people who listen to them give them their respect musically. I mean in a known way, right, that they should be bigger and known more. So, for example, I got another band too, but I'll hold off on that.